Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is my 93 Cherokee that I put a 5.3 LS in. But before I show you how I did it, let me tell you how it came about. So I bought this Jeep and this Jeep in a package deal. And essentially the owner told me that one had a good transmission, one had a bad motor. So what did I do? I ended up taking the motor and transmission out of this, putting the motor into this. Then I was left with a shell. So I didn't know what I wanted to do. And per usual, when I don't know what to do, I usually take the motor out and I put something else in. This used to have a 3.8 liter. Now it has a 392 6.4 liter Hemi in it. So naturally, I had to figure out what I wanted to do with this one. So I got to the drawing board. I was thinking about putting a diesel in it, but I knew at the end of the day an LS was going to be the cheapest way to get this thing done. So I went online, got a Timu wire and harness, looked at the price of what the engine mounts were going to cost, found that Novak adapters had them for cheap, found a pair of them on Facebook Market that were actually new, that I got them $50 cheaper than what they would cost naturally. I'm using LS1 drive accessories, truck intake manifold, but I don't know what I want to do yet. I'm determined whether I want to put a turbo or just run headers on it. So let's go ahead and I'm going to show you underneath the hood about now. So like I was saying, this thing has a 5.3 with the LS1 truck accessories. I'm running the LS1 water pump, and I will be running the LS1 harmonic balancer. It's got the LS1 power steering pump. For running the coils out of the junkyard, we got these coils, the fuel rail, the intake. This whole motor came from the junkyard. And right now, we are not too expensive into this build. I really thought it was going to be a little bit more complicated, but with this wiring harness, it made it pretty straightforward. It's a 3-wire setup. The only thing I'm waiting on to get this thing running is a PCM, an inline fuel pump. I need the air intake tube. I need the exhaust manifolds, but I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to run a turbo manifold and put a turbo right here, or if I'm just going to run a stock 3-inch exhaust to the rear. We're going to do a battery relocation and we're going to put it in the rear. But for a $400 Cherokee, at the end of the day, it should be about $2,500. We do need a new front tire. Not too bad, not too bad.